Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here, Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for the 1969 Strat-O-Matic replay. And we've got the New York Mets at the Montreal Expos. It's the second of a two-game series. And it'll be Seaver for the Mets and Stoneman for the Expos, both right-handers. And I'm going to go through the lineups in just a moment here. For the Mets, it'll be Wayne Garrett leading off at third, Agee in center, Shamsky in left. Cleon is still injured. Ken Boswell, surprising cleanup hitter at second. Ed Kranepool at first, back in the lineup, Eddie Kranepool. Swoboda in right, Grody catching, it's Weiss at short, and Tom Seaver, the pitcher, he's 115. For the Montreal Expos, it's Ty Klein in center, Sutherland at second, Staub in right, Fairley at first, Big Mac Jones in left, Coco LeBoy at third, Bateman is catching, Bobby Wine is the shortstop, and Bill Stoneman, he's 110. Seaver's quotient is a -3 with Grody. And Stoneman's is +1. We have a Kathy Harden here. And we say good morning to Kathy Harden. If you have your coffee, I have my coffee. And I want to welcome everybody here to the Strat-O-Matic Network. It is September 18 in our 1969 replay. Both of these clubs are mathematically eliminated. 48. Well, technically not. The Mets, I guess, any combination of two wins by two losses by the Mets and two wins by the any combination of that of the Pirates, and they're out of it. Expos are eliminated. We are in Jarry Park, and the Expos take the field. Wayne Garrett leading it off here. And here we go now. Stoneman is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Garrett. .310 right-handed. He hits it to second. Sutherland has it, throws to Fairley. One away, we're underway. Here at Jarry Park in Montreal. Garrett is retired. Here's AG now. Here's the pitch from Stoneman, 5'10", right-handed. Grounds to short X. That will be Wine, a 344. Five-three G3 E44 611-15. And he throws him out. And that will be 2 away. And now Art Shamsky. Here's Stoneman now. Whoops. And the pitch to Shamsky. 2-4, it's hit well. I had a feeling. Deep to right center, and it's gone. Art Shamsky with a home run. Off of Stoneman to give the Mets a 1-0 lead. We'll look at it again. Two, 4, right-handed, and it's gone clean. I think he had 13, 14. He had 14. A lot of Met fans here at Jerry Park. Whew. Home run number 15 in the replay for Art Shamsky. Again, he had 14 in real world. And that'll make it a 1-0 ball game here. Mets won the first of this 2-game series on a beautiful performance by Kuzman, as I recall. Here's Ken Boswell now. And the pitch from Stoneman. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. 4-8 left-handed, walked him. So Boswell is on. Very, very minuscule. He's being held so he doesn't get the lead. Otherwise, 1-16, 1-17, 1-15 with a lead. Pretty good chance there. Boswell's going to try for the lead. He's being held. 3, he does not get the lead. He remains held. And here's Eddie Kranepool, his first plate appearance in a bit. I think I pinch hit for him, though. Out of poetic license fairly recently, but he's back in the lineup for real. Boswell on first being held, 2 outs. 1 in on the home run by Shamsky. We're just underway here in Montreal. It's top of the first. 1-0 Mets. Okay, Stoneman. And the pitch to Eddie Kranepool. That's going to be a 4-9. He grounds it to second for Sutherland. And he throws it to Fairley, and the side is retired. But a run. On the home run. And after a half, it's New York 1, and Montreal is coming to bat. Here's Seaver now. Looking for win number 16. Ty Klein to lead it off for the Expos. It's 1-0 Mets. Klein left-handed. There's Seaver on the mound. Okay, here's Seaver now. He's ready, the wind-up and the pitch to Klein. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed, popped it up to short. And that's for Weiss. Makes the catch, 1 away. Now Gary Sutherland. Whew, good coffee. Okay, Seaver now. He gets the sign from Grody. The pitch to Sutherland. 4-7 right-handed, and that is a fly to center. AG running for it, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. That almost dropped in on a 4-7 right-handed double 1-4, but AG caught up with it. 2 down here. And here is Rusty Staub. All right, Seaver now. The pitch to Staub. And that's 3-10. He walked him. Pitching him very carefully. Staub takes first. And here's Ron Fairley, left-handed hitter. Oh, that is good coffee. Okay, Seaver from the stretch here. The pitch to Fairley. It's 1-3. It's a ballpark slash. Let's take a peek here at the ballpark. A 1-3 right-handed ballpark slash. Fairley left-handed hitter in New York Mets. That's going to go through for a base. That's a 6. It's a base hit. Home runs will go out 1-9 on each side. And so Fairley singles. Sending Staub to second. First on second, 2 outs. Here's Big Mac Jones now. That is good coffee. Whoa. Whew. Seaver now. Trying to get out of this. A clutch situation here for Jones. And the pitch. That's going to be 210. Oh my. It's a ballpark blast. And no, I think they're going to catch up with that. I think Swoboda's going to catch up with that. It was a 210 ballpark blast. Right-handed. And he does catch up with, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I misread that. That ball is gone. Wait a minute. Left-handed hitter. Oh my, I'm so sorry. 1-9. I had misread. I was looking New York. The single was still a single on the Fairley slash. And now we look to the home run. I would think that those things go, but left-handed hitter 1-9. It's an 18, and that's going to be caught by Swoboda. Whoa! Oh, and the side is retired. Let's take a look at all that shit again. The side is out, no runs. A walk, a single, and a very long fly ball to right field on an 18. Let's look at it again here. Big Mac Jones left-handed, 210 right-handed, ballpark blast. Left-handed hitter in Montreal, home run 1-9, and it was an 18. So it was a very nice catch indeed. I was looking on New York. We're in Montreal, and I have confirmed the correction that it was still correct. The base hit for Fairley. It comes out, all's well that ends well for the Mets here in the bottom of the first. No runs from Montreal, a walk, a single by Fairley, both left on. And after one, it's a 1-0 ball game. Yeah, gotta be careful, know where you're at. We're gonna do this inning, and then I'll be using the lavatory. It's a Sunday. No matter what happens, it'll be dealt with. We'll resolve it. Nothing to worry about. Nothing worth worrying about. It will all be resolved. Okay, here's Stoneman facing Swoboda in the top of the second. It's going to be Swoboda, Grote, and Weiss. Swoboda steps into the batter's box. Here's Stoneman. The pitch to Swoboda. That's a 1-8 right-handed. Walked him. So Swoboda takes first. And it's Jerry Grote time. Here's Stoneman now from the stretch. The pitch to Grote. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed. Struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Bill Stoneman today. One down. And here's Al Weiss. Stoneman now from the stretch. Swoboda with a short lead off first, one out. The pitch to Weiss. That's going to be 4-9 right-handed. Grounds to third. This could be two. It's Coco to Sutherland to Fairley for the double play. It was hit sharply, and the side is retired. No runs, a walk, none left, middle of the second, 1-0. And by the way, we don't have to look on that with just a runner on first only. The ABCs remain as they are in basic and advanced. An A is a double play with a runner on first. A B is a force. And a C is advance. So we don't need to look. We only need to look when you have other constellations. As I said, I'm going to be hitting the lavatory after this inning. Here's Seaver. Here's Seaver. Do any of you have like an end of days fantasy, a nihilistic Armageddon type fantasy? Because I'm not glad that Iran attacked Israel, even though they didn't do a great job of doing damage. They did hurt a 10-year-old severely. That was actually from an Israeli defense mechanism, but you know, I say just blow it all up. Okay, blow everything up. Not just not Israel. I don't mean Israel. I'm not anti-Israel. I'm saying blow the whole world up. It's a nihilistic side to me. Here's Coco LeBoy. I'm so sorry. Seaver got out of it first and second. He's facing LeBoy now. Here's the pitch. You know, something to get me distracted. 2-7 for my own problems. Liner to third caught by Garrett. One down. That was a 2-7, single 1 to 8. It was a 19. Here's Bateman now. Okay, Bateman. Isn't that something? Biden tells Netanyahu U.S. won't participate in attacks on Iran, but we are feeding Israel with weapons that they would use to attack Iran. So that's like, you know, it's hollow rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to good old-fashioned diplomacy? Get all these people together. Let's have a food fight. Let's have everybody shower together naked. Something, anything to get some world peace, for Christ's sakes. Okay, here's Bateman, Seaver. And the pitch, it's 5-8 right-handed, grounds to second. That's for Boswell. You bet, Kathy. That's a, you know, I'm worried about my shit. Boswell 334, my first world shit. You know what I'm saying? Really. You got that right. Boswell 334, these people can't even eat. God. Shit. 334, 15, 3, it's a G1. He picks it up. And Boswell an E34, 5, 9, 11. And he throws him out. 2 down. And it's Bobby Wine. Seaver gets the sign from Grody. Here's the pitch to Wine. That's going to be 4-7 right-handed. And that is a fly ball to center field. AG getting onto that. And he makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Seaver. Like I said, I'm going to be using the lavatory, so a Little potty break here at the Strat-O-Matic network. We hope everybody's doing well. Oh Lord, we hope you're doing well out there in Strat-O-Matic land. And I should be back in about 2 or 3 minutes, given I think things will go just smoothly, very smoothly, as I go to do this. So please don't go anywhere. My name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic network. 1-0 Mets after 2. Hey, I'm back. Get a little coffee here. And we will continue this ball game. Thank you for being with us here on the Strat-O-Matic network. This is Jeffrey Guterman from Studio B. It's a 1-0 ball game. We've gone 2. It's Seaver and Stoneman. 1-0 on the home run by Shamsky. Stoneman takes the mound. It will be Seaver leading it off. A 1 WR Seaver. steps in the batter's box. Here's Stoneman now. And the pitch. 6-7. Right-handed, walked him. Oh, you hate to do that. Walking the pitcher, but Seaver will take first. Good eye by Seaver, 6-7, right-handed. And we want to appreciate you for giving likes, for subscribing, and the other things. Most of all, being here is a big deal. That's the companionship, the camaraderie here. Okay, Garrett at the plate here. Whoa, the infield stays back. He's a B bunter. Whoa. And he's going to lay it down. Let's check it out. Whoa. He's going to lay that down. Here's the pitch. He lays it down. It's hit to a dribbler right in front of Bateman, the catcher. It's a 9B, and it's good. Bateman can only go to first on the play. And Wayne Garrett lays down a very pretty bunt to put Seaver in scoring position now with one out, and Tommy Agee is the batter. Ah, that's good coffee, yo. Okay, here's Stoneman now. The pitch to Agee. 5-2 right-handed, grounds to third. That's an A with a runner on second. It's going to be a 6. If it's hit to first or second, no. Otherwise, the runner will hold. So it's hit to third, and LeBoy keeps Seaver at check at second. Holding. It's 2 outs, and here's Shamsky in a clutch situation now. Again, he hit the home run off Stoneman in the first. He comes up now with Seaver on second, 2 down. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, that's... I am so sorry. But that is good coffee. I like my drugs, folks. And caffeine is one of my favorite drugs. Okay, here's Shamsky now. Clutch situation. Pitch from Stoneman. That's 2-8, right-handed. That's a reverse clutch pop out. Oh my, it was a clutch situation. Look at that for Shamsky. And you know that with the clutch sign, a single will be perverted into a pop out to second base, and the side is retired. That's a shame. That's a freaking shame. The side is retired, no runs, no hits. The walk to Seaver to open it up, left on base. We're in the middle of the third. It is a 1-0 ball game. Here's Seaver. Now, after this inning, I'm going to take a 2 or 3 minute break, take a walk outside for some fresh air, and I'll be back. You know that. Unless I get killed or something or hurt. Isn't that a kick in the teeth on the Shamsky reverse clutch single converted to a pop-out. Okay, it'll be Stoneman leading it off. It's 1-0 Mets. Here's Seaver, the windup, the pitch to Stoneman. That's going to be 6-5 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Tom today. Poor Tom Seaver, he's in baseball heaven. Who would have thought? Who would think? Bud Harrelson is in baseball heaven. We look at the Mets. Agee is in baseball heaven. Grody is in baseball heaven. Okay, lots of people in baseball heaven. Staub is in baseball heaven. I don't know about the rest of them. And the older I get, the creepier it gets when I think about mortality. Really. As miserable as I am, and I am basically a miserable person emotionally, I don't want to ever die. Okay. Here's Klein now at the plate. Pitch from Seaver, 2-6. He walked him. So tie is on. A 1-out walk, second walk given by Seaver. Really, it's it, but that's frickin' reality. You got to realize we're mortal beings. If you wanted to be born immortal, be a rock or something. God. Here's Gary Sutherland now. It's Klein on first. Whoa, 1-13, 1-12. He is not being held. Seaver has a good hold on him with Grody. Not being held, Ty Klein. And that makes him automatically with a lead, a 1-12 and a 1-12. And he will not go. So he's not being held, Klein. You see that? I don't usually hold C's anyway as a guideline. Here's Sutherland. 1 out, Klein on first. Seaver from the stretch. The pitch to Sutherland. That's going to be 5-8 right-handed. Grounds to second X. That'll be Boswell. Kenny Boswell, 334. And this is with 1 out, a runner on first. 334, 12-3. It's a G2. E34, 5, 9, 11. It's going to be a clean G2 with a runner on first. And he will go to second, the runner, as Boswell throws Sutherland out, 2 outs. Klein in scoring position, clutch situation for Staub now. Okay, here's Seaver. The pitch to Staub. That is 6-9 left-handed. Grounds to short. That's Weiss. On the X. $14, Weiss at a 2. He's a 231. That's a G1. Gets to it easily. E31 478. And he throws him out. And the side is retired. Whoa. Nice fielding. No runs, no hits. The walk to Klein left on base. We've gone 1. And it's Mets 1 on the Shamsky home run. Expos nothing. We've gone 3. I'm going to take a break. Going to get some fresh air out there. Again, I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I do this because if I don't, I would just sit here and stew in my worries. I would worry and worry and worry, and therefore this keeps me busy and it is fun. Stay tuned, folks. I'll be back shortly. Oh, that is, at least that's good coffee. Oh. Oh. Well, I'm back here, Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and so glad that you have joined us. It's 1-0 Mets on the home run by Shamsky. It's Seaver and Stoneman going at it. Here's Bill Stoneman now in his 4th inning. And leading it off will be Kenny Boswell. He walked left on in the 1st. And I've got a nice big tall brim cup of coffee here. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord, help me. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, please. Okay, here's Stoneman. He's ready. Pitch to Boswell. That's going to be 1-7, and it's fly ball to center. And Klein is under it, 1 away. Now here's Eddie Kranepool. He has stacked this lineup with left-handers, Garrett, Shamsky, Boswell, Kranepool, against the right-hander Stoneman. Eddie grounded to second in the 1st. Here's the pitch. Whoa, that's a 6-10 left-handed. Grounds it to 1st. And Fairley takes it to the bag. 2 outs. And here's Swoboda. Swoboda walked, doubled up in the 2nd. Ah, that is good frickin' coffee. Wow. Okay, here's Stoneman now. 4-3, right-handed, fly ball right X. That's going to be for Staub. He's a 4 out there. He has a trouble getting to that. Once he gets to it, he's okay, but he's a 4-3, right-handed, fly ball right X. Whew, with 2 outs, nobody on. Staub trying to get to that. That's going to be 11-4. He can't get it. It drops in. It's going to be a single. An S2 single. He's 11, 5-8, 5-8-10. So that's a 2-out base hit by Swoboda, dropping in front of, to the side of Staub. He could not get it. Swoboda on first, not being held. 2 outs. Here's Jerry Grody, the late Jerry Grody. Oh, that is good coffee, Jerry. Grody struck out in the 2nd, I'm sorry. Pitch from Stoneman. 5-7, grounder to 2nd X. That'll be for Sutherland, to 326. We take it nice and slow on these. That may not be to your liking, but I'm sick and tired of rushing. It's a 326. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. Sutherland trying to get to that. 16-3, it's a G1. He's a E26, that'll be 6-8-10 on an E26, and he throws him out. And the side is retired, no runs. The single by Swoboda left on base. We're in the middle of the fourth. We've got a ball game here. We've got a frickin' ball game. It's 1-0 Mets. Here's Seaver now. It's an alternate history, folks. A Strat-O-Matic replay is an alternate history. This is an alternate history where the Mets are not champions. In fact, they are a 500 team, 74-74, with their best season ever. Their best frickin' season ever in franchise history. So that's the story. And here's Ron Fairly. They've become a respectable team here in the 1969 campaign. And they would love to finish 500 or better. Here's Seaver now. The pitch to Fairly. 2-8 right-handed. There's a base hit. His second of the ball game. Both hits off Seaver by Ron Fairly. Lord, he's got a low chance. He's not being held. And he might as well try for it. Look at that, 20. He might as well try for it. No, he does not get the lead, and he is not going anywhere, and he's not being held. That's super advanced stealing for you. Here's Big Mac Jones now. He was out for a bit, Big Mac. He's back in the lineup. Big Mac Jones. Is in baseball heaven. He was nicknamed Mac the Knife. And in fact, his debut was in 1961. Holy cow. So Big Mac, that's him when he was on the Braves. Big Mac Jones in baseball heaven right now. But through Strat-O-Matic, he comes alive. Big Mac facing Seaver here. Fairly on first, not being held. Here's Mac now. Seaver from the stretch. That's going to be 3-4, and he grounds it to short. Weiss, this could be 2. Throws to Boswell, over to Eddie Kranepool. It's a double play. A double play. 3-4, right-handed. And there's 2 outs, nobody on. And now here's Coco LeBoy. Coco is still with us. He's 83 years old. That's looking sharp today, no doubt about it. So Coco steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. 83 years old. Okay, Seaver, he gets the sign from Grody. It's a late battery, both Seaver and Grody in baseball heaven. Here's the windup, and it's just like old timers, you know. It's like playing with players like Ruth and people who are long gone. Here's the pitch to LeBoy. That's 2-3, and he pops it up left side by third base, foul territory. Garrett running to the edge, and he makes the catch. Oh, nice catch by Garrett in foul territory. Right at the railing of where the seats start. He reached over and got it. Didn't grab a nacho, though. Someone had a little plate full of nachos, and he did not grab it. So that's he's just all business. LeBoy fouls out to Garrett. The side is retired. So it's still a 1-0 ball game. It's a very good ball game, I might add. And here's Stoneman now. Stoneman pitching good baseball. His only serious mistake was the home run ball to Shamsky. It'll be Weiss, Seaver, and Garrett here for the Mets, top of the fifth. Here's Al Weiss. Stoneman now is ready. He gets the sign from Bateman. Here's the windup. The pitch to Weiss. 1-7 right-handed. Hits it right back to Stoneman. He fields it and throws it to Fairley for the first out. And here's Tom Seaver. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. Okay, Stoneman gets the sign from Bateman. Here's the pitch to Seaver. That's going to be a 6-3 right-handed. Oh, boy, it's a ballpark blast, but he does not have the power. And it's caught by Big Mac Jones out. And wait a minute, it's a ballpark blast. I am so sorry. That's going to be Montreal. 19, though. Oh, Lord. Right-handed hitter. It's a base hit. It's home run 1 to 19. It was a 19. He has W power. And therefore, it will be a base hit for Seaver. So Seaver's on. And here's Wayne Garrett, left-handed hitter. Stoneman now. Here's the pitch to Garrett. 6-11, left-handed. Oh, there's a ballpark slash. On a 6-11, he's left-handed hitter. That's a 12. And that's going to go through for a base hit by Wayne. Seaver goes to second and holds. Some may have been wondering if he was going to sacrifice again, this time with 1 out and Seaver on, but for AG. But he didn't, and he got a base hit, so. Whew, Lord. That's going to be AG coming up. First and second, one out. Stoneman from the stretch. Here's the pitch to AG now. That's going to be 3-6. Grounds it back to Stoneman. That'll be a first and second B. And it's a force. Stoneman gets Garrett going to second. AG is safe, and Seaver goes to third. So this will be a clutch situation here for Shamsky. AG on first, Seaver on third, 2 down. Here's Shamsky. And the pitch from Stoneman. 2-5, oh my, it's belted. It's deep to right center, and it's gone. A 3-run home run, the second for Art Shamsky today. And the Mets lead it 4-0. Look at that again, 2-5. In case you can't see, there it is, 2-5 against the right-hander. Home run 1-5, clean. Art freaking Shamsky with a 3 on the 20 die. Second home run for Shamsky. And it was a clutch home run. And that's going to give him 4 runs batted in today. And he hits his 16th home run of the season. Art freaking Shamsky. It's funny how a guy like him can have power the way he does. You know, he's not the biggest guy in the world, I don't think. That is home run number 16. This Mets team is really impressive. The best team they've ever had in their brief history. This is only their 8th year in existence, and boy, have they improved. Stoneman's first endurance is the 6th. They're going to leave him in with 2 outs and then see if they'll hit for him. It's going to be Kenny Boswell now. Kenny freaking Boswell. Boswell walked and flew to center. Here's Stoneman now. That's 5-4 left-handed, fly ball center. That's for Klein. He's one of the few folks out there who's a good fielder. He's a 2-5. Klein trying to get to that. On the ball hit by Boswell. 5-2 F2, he does get to it. And he's an E5, which is very good. 5-6-7 in center. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired, but 3 runs on a 3-run blast. Not just a solo blast, but there were 2 on, and we're in the middle of the 5th, and it is a 4-0 ball game. Everything peaches and cream for the Mets right now. And Seaver will come out here. And he will face Bateman, Wine, and then I can probably predict a pinch hitter, but that's up to Gene Mauch. That's up to the late Gene Mauch. Okay. Seaver now facing Bateman. He's trying to win his 16th of the year here. Here's the pitch to Bateman. 110 right-handed. Grounds to first. Eddie. He'll throw it to Seaver, covering the bag. One away. And here's Bobby Wine. You go look in the... I did not put that in. Mets won this one 2-0 in real world. And McGinn and Robertson pitched for Montreal. That'd be fine. Seaver went all the way. It was his 23rd win in real world. Okay, here's Seaver now. And the pitch to Wine. That's going to be a 5-9 right-handed, struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Tom. And there's going to be a hitter for Stoneman. It's obligatory, meaning I don't really think they're going to mount a 2-out rally, but we've had it with Stoneman. He has pitched 5. His first endurance is the 6th. He just allowed the 3-run home run. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked 2, struck out 1. Walked 3, I'm sorry, and allowed 4. And it will be McGinn, the late Dan McGinn. Died last year, I believe. He's a left-hander. That might screw up the Mets platoon system, but knowing Hodges, he'll work around it if needed. McGinn warming up the left-hander makes sense. Let's see who's hitting here. With 2 outs, nobody on. It will be Jose Herrera. Jose Herrera, a right-handed hitter. Kevin Collins pinch hit in this game in real world for the Expos, but this is not real world. Jose Herrera steps in now. Seaver, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Mets 4, Expos de-pescified today. It's like being declawed. They are being shut out by Seaver. Here's the pitch to Herrera. That's going to be 3-7 right-handed. It's a base hit for Herrera. A 2-out single. Look at him. He can get thrown out quite easily on 7, 8, 10, and 11 if he goes for the lead. He's not being held. Jeez. Herrera on first with 2 outs, and here's Ty Klein. Seaver now. 5-9 left-handed, fly ball left field. And it's Shamsky under it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Seaver gets out of that. No runs, 1 hit. This is the pinch hit single by Herrera. Left on base. We've gone 5-4-0 Mets. And there'll be a new pitcher here, Dan McGinn. Stoneman the loser. Seaver the winner of records. We're going to be heading to the top of the 6th. Okay, McGinn is ready. He's a left-hander. And Kenny Boswell, they'll have him hit with a 4-0 lead. Sure, why not? With a left-handed hitter. He's 0 for 2. Actually, it's Cranepool. I'm sorry, Boswell flew to center. It's Eddie Cranepool, and he really has trouble with left-handers. And for that reason, I'm going to bring in Don Clendenin. No use in having him embarrass himself. Don Clendenin, the right-handed hitter. And he'll stay in to play first base. And here's Clendenin now, facing McGinn. We knew that there was a chance that Hodges would counter. Here's the pitch to Clendenin now. That's 1-7 left-handed. Oh, it's a base hit for Clendenin. Cranepool would have flown out, even though butterfly effect would have meant a different role, in my opinion. So Clendenin singles off McGinn, the left-hander, and here's Swoboda now. He's a right-handed hitter. Here's McGinn from the stretch. That's 3-8 left-handed. He struck him out. 1 down. And here's the late Jerry Grody. The pitch from McGinn. 1-6 left-handed, fly ball center. Under that is Ty Klein. He makes the catch. It's 2 away here in the top of the 6th. And now Al Weiss is the batter. Seaver out on deck. Six-2 right-handed, fly ball right. And it's Staub to make the catch. And the side is retired, so no runs. The leadoff single by pinch hitter Don Clendenin, who's staying in the game to play first base. And he was left on. We're in the middle of the 6th here. Seaver moving right along. He will start now his 6th inning. His first endurance is the 8th. He's got good endurance. He's throwing shutout baseball. And he will face Sutherland, Staub, and Fairley here in the bottom of the 6th. I'm going to get some more coffee if you don't mind. I just wish that I could find a way to stop giving a shit. That is half a cup. You know what that means? That means I gotta drink it black. The minute you start throwing milk in half a cup, you're screwed. That's what I say. So we'll drink this half cup, and then we'll think about making an 8 cup after this. That would be pot 2. Even though it's not a full pot. Okay, here's Sutherland to lead it off here. 0 for 2 against Seaver. Seaver has allowed 3 hits, all singles. He's walked 2, no runs. Here's the pitch to Sutherland. Yeah, indeed, Kathy. We got more coffee. That's a 1-7. I don't know what the hell that is that came flying down. 1-7 right-handed, and there's a base hit by Sutherland. The 4th single, the 4th hit off Seaver, a leadoff single. Sutherland is on, not being held. It was a 1-7 single, 1-18. And here's Staub now. Oh, that is good coffee. Oh, even though it's black. I used to drink my coffee with cream, milk, and sugar. Then I stopped the sugar, and then I had less and less cream, and then I went black. And I went black for a long time. And then, I don't know, about 10 years ago, I started coming back to the milk. Okay, Seaver from the stretch. And the pitch to Staub. That's 3-2, and he chops it to first. It's Clendenin, and he is going to take it to the bag as Sutherland advances to second. So Sutherland on second, scoring position, 1 out. Here's Ron Fairley now. Fairley 2 for 2. He's had 2 singles, 2 of the 4 hits that Seaver's allowed. Seaver from the stretch, and the pitch to Fairley. That's going to be a 4-6 left-handed, and that is a drive hit out to right. Swoboda makes the catch. A running catch by Ron Swoboda on a long line drive, hit out to right. 4-6 left-handed. There it is, 1-1-2. And it was a fly out, a long, screaming, line out type hit, ball. And Sutherland holds. And so it's 2 outs, and here's Big Mac Jones. Big Mac 0 for 2, flew to right, grounded into a double. Here's Seaver, trying to get out of this. This is a clutch situation. And the pitch to Mac. That's going to be 5-8 left-handed. Grounds to second, Boswell. He is a 334. .334.23. G1 gets to it quite nicely. Let's see if he can hold on to that and throw it out. E34. Uh-oh, 5-10-15. Oh, he does. It's a nice play by Boswell. He got to it and made a beautiful throw over to Clendenin, and the side is retired. So it's no runs. The leadoff single by Sutherland, left on base. We've gone 6. It's 4-0 Mets. Peaches and cream for the Mets here. All peaches and cream. And here's Dan McGinn coming out now. And it's going to be Seaver leading it off. This will be McGinn's second inning. His endurance is pretty good. It's 4. Here's Seaver now. Seaver has reached base twice, walked left on in the 3rd, singled and scored on the 3-run home run by Art Shamsky, his 2nd home run of the ball game. It's 4-0 Mets. Now here's McGinn. 4-5 right-handed, struck him out. That's the 2nd for Dan. Top of the order, and Wayne Garrett, not exactly one to, he only hit against left-handers 7% of the time. And that's something. Well, we're going to let him do it this time with a 4-0 lead. He is a 2 at 2nd. At 3rd, I'm sorry, so might as well just keep him in. Here's McGinn. And that's 1-8, left-handed, struck him out. That's the 3rd for McGinn. And here comes Tommy Agee, the late Tommy Agee. Rest assured he is in baseball heaven. After this half inning, it'll be the 7th inning stretch, and I'm going to be making some more coffee. Here's McGinn now. Pitch to Agee, 5-7, right-handed, grounds to 2nd. Whoa, sorry about that. Grounds to 2nd X. And that'll be Sutherland. .57 right-handed. Sutherland, 326. Uh-oh, 1-3 goes through for a base hit. An S2 single. He's a 4.810 E26. Lord. So that'll be a 2-out single for Agee off McGinn. Let's see, McGinn, he is a 0 hold. He'll be a 0 quotient. Agee, 1-15, 1-13 with a lead. He will not be held. Actually, on a 1-13, I think we do roll. This is my, just experimental. He is being held. It's experimental, folks. Fortunately, it's not a postseason game. We still have games we have 140, 150, let's see. That's going to be 17, 18, 91, 01, 11, 21, 31, 41, 53. We have 153 games left. I can still work on that. So he's being held, Agee, with 2 outs. And here's Art Shamsky. Anything on 1-13 or higher requires a roll. That's a house rule to see if they're being held. I can't play both sides of the, I can't outsmart them myself very well. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that when you play solitaire. Agee on first, 2 outs, Shamsky now. This is lefty-lefty. They're going to let him hit. In fact, he has slightly better power against left-handers, even though he only hit against left-handers 7% of the time. Here's McGinn now. Can he make it 3? And the pitch. That's going to be a 1-3. Grounder to first. And fairly scoops it and takes it to the bag. And the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit, the single by Agee left on. We're in the 7th inning stretch, folks. And it's a beautiful peaches and cream ball game for the New York Mets, 4-0. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to put this on the big screen. YouTube Jeffrey Gutterman. I have to pronounce it Gutterman or it doesn't show up on the big screen. Do a little. There's the big screen, baby. There's Guterman. Why the hell? There it is. There's the live right there. There it is live. You see that? Right there. So we just click on that. We have it muted. And what you're going to end up seeing is an ad. Someone's got to help pay the bills here, folks. You're going to see, this Fat Boy. You ever try Fat Boy? There, and there's the game right, hold on. Shit. There's Fat Boy, yeah, that's a reincarnation of Fat Boy. And that is a looking at the big screen, there's Fat Boy again. Whoa, there's another Fat Boy coming. There it is, Fat Boy. And I'm gonna have you join us here to make a little more coffee here. This is one of our most important pieces of paraphernalia, if you will, or hardware, allows me to ingest my cannabis, my caffeine, I'm sorry. I use Chillins for the cannabis. We are in the 7th inning stretch. We're going to make an 8-cup here. It's an 8-cup for like small people. Oh. You know what Lincoln said, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. So anything I can do to make myself have a chuckle from time to time. Let's get some water in there. Oh, Christ. It's only an 8-cup. There we go. We're gonna have that there. Make that coffee going. And we will be right back. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. 4-0 Mets, 7th inning stretch. I'll be back. We are back, and I want to thank you all for being here. It's 4-0. All runs knocked in by Shamsky on home runs. A solo blast in the first, a 3-run blast in the fifth. Meanwhile, Seaver shutting out the Expos. And the Mets looking to go over 500. They're 74 and 74. And it will be LeBoy, Bateman, and Wine. LeBoy, Bateman, and Wine. And I'm going to go get some coffee here. That's why we made it. Here's Seaver now. His first endurance is the 8th. It's Coco. Excuse me, leading it off. Okay, Seaver now. Pitch to LeBoy, 1-9 right-handed. There's a base hit for Coco. That's the 5th hit off Seaver, all singles. You got a hold of that one. A 1-9 right-handed. Non-clutch single. And Coco is on. And here's John Bateman now. Bateman 0 for 2. Seaver from the stretch. 2-10 right-handed. Grounds to second. Boswell steps on the bag, throws to Clendenin, and it's a double play. 2 outs now. And here's Bobby Wine. Robertson warming in the Expos bullpen. Here's Seaver. .211. And there's a base hit by Wine off Seaver. And there'll be a hitter here, an obligatory. It was 2-11 right-handed. Wine with 2 outs, nobody on, non-clutch. Single to left, thrown in by Shamsky. And let's see who the hitter's going to be here. Jerry Robertson, the right-hander, will come in. He pitched in this game in Real World. McGinn ended up pitching 2 innings, 2 hits, struck out 3, no runs. Robertson is a +2 hold, and so he'd be a +2 quotient. Let's see who's hitting here. It will be Jim Ferry. Jim Ferry, the left-handed hitter. Not to be confused with Ron Fairley. So Ferry steps into the batter's box with Wine on first, not being held, 2 outs. Seaver. The pitch to Ferry. 3-7 right-handed, no one being held. Ground ball to first. Clendenin will take it to the bag. It was a 3-7 right-handed. And that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits off Seaver. And 1 left on due to the double play. We've gone 7. It's 4-0 Mets. All peaches and cream here for the Mets. And here's Jerry Robertson taking his warm-ups. Okay, Robertson is ready. They're only being pesky like a gnat today instead of a mosquito, although maybe a gnat is peskier. Whoa. Do you know a game was called because of gnats? My father used to always tell me that. Baseball game called because of gnats. I think it was the Polo Grounds, but I'm not certain. Here it is, ESPN has it written. Well, actually, this was whoa. This. A gnat invasion. It was at Ebbets Field. A massive swarm of gnats engulfs the second game of a doubleheader between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs at Ebbets Field. The insects forced the game to be called in the 5th. It was an infestation. It's all over here. Hey, Jimmy Jam has arrived. A giant swarm of gnats engulfed Ebbets. And I don't know if this was the only time you had a game called because of insects, but here's Jose Posada during this 2007 playoffs, getting a little spray there. Here's Garrett Anderson in 2004 getting hit by some bugs, whatever they are. Here's Mark McGuire in 2000. You can, so, it's really something when you stop and think about it, that the human being who has strived to master the world by just through technology, through medical technology, through all sorts of efforts to, and we get called, we can get knocked out by a microscopic virus. Here's Jerry Robertson now, Top of the 8th, 4-0 Mets here in a relatively meaningless ball game, Jimmy Jam. And it will be Boswell, Crane, Poole, and Swoboda. Mets by 4. Here's Boswell now. 0 for 2 and a walk. Here's the pitch. It's 110 right-handed. Grounds it back to Robertson. And he throws it to Fairley for the first out. And now here comes Don Clendenin, who came in for Cranepool to hit against the left-hander McGinn, and he singled, but now he's facing Robertson, a right-hander. That's 5-6 right-handed, struck him out. 2 down. And here's Swoboda. Okay, Robertson, he gets the sign from Bateman. Here's the pitch to Swoboda now. 2-11 right-handed, grounds it back to Robertson again. And he throws it to Fairley, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Robertson. And the Mets top of the 8th. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Seaver with the shutout. No runs, 6 hits, walked 2, struck out 2, and it's going to be top of the order Ty Klein. Here's Seaver now. Pitch to Klein, 4-4 left-handed, catcher X. That's going to be for Jerry, the late Jerry. Oh, poor Jerry Grody. Lord, maybe he's better off than I am right now. So at least he's got no consciousness. Oh, Christ. He's a 2-4. 2-4-4-4-2. That's going to be a double G, no one on. That's going to be a dribbler. See if Jerry can get that. 6-8-10. He should. E4. And he does. It's a dribbler in front of the plate, and Jerry throws him out. Quite alive there on that play. 1 out, and Demos has arrived. That was an awesome game. The Fritz Peterson tribute game. Love to see that. Yankee win. Demos. That was one hell of a ball game. And by the way, Demos, I went to bed last night, and I don't know. What I did was, I always like to have something playing in the background. I have a playlist. I have a Strat-O-Matic playlist called Strat-O-Matic. Hey, Pablo, all the best. Fritz got shelled, though, but Mr. Bean was awesome. I have a playlist here called Strat-O-Matic, Highlights, Great Games, Other. And in that, I put that whole playlist on and just let it play through the evening. And when I woke up this morning, You know what was on? Two guys doing some awesome frickin' shots about Strat-O-Matic, and it was quite a lovely. I'm not bullshitting you here. I listened to it. I was lying in bed. I was up. I'll tell you, it's an hour and 24 minutes. I might go back and do it while I'm more awake, but I was up for a lot of it, about half of it. That's a nice living room, by the way. Love that fireplace. And I thought it was great. No, it was great frickin' shot. It was great frickin' shot. I frickin' loved it. You know? And I would love to, you know, I might have a mind, yeah, I know it's a background. I had one once when I did a interview from some guy who had that software. And I loved it. Loved it. Nice shirt he's got there. You know, Demos, I have a mind to get in contact with the replay gamer and ask him if he would do a dialogue with me. Okay? Because I have a lot to say, you know, so. Oh, that was awesome. I just may do that. Okay, here's Seaver, bottom of the eighth, Sutherland. It's actually it's stop coming up, one out. Actually, Sutherland is up with one out. It's still a nice frickin' fireplace. Here's the pitch from Seaver now. That's 2-5 right-handed, grounds to short for Weiss. And he throws it to Clendenin, 2 outs. Seaver been so tough today. Here's Staub now. Absolutely. He asked you to do it. You know what? I'm going to ask him to do it. And it's fine to do it. I think it might be cool to do it on his channel. I think he gets much more traffic than me. Here's Seaver now. The pitch to Staub. That's 4-6, left-handed. And that's a drive hit out to right. And it's Swoboda catching up with it. That's the second time on that. 4-6 left-handed. A lot of Met fans here. A lot of frickin' Met fans. It's a 1-2-3 for Seaver. We're heading to the ninth. Here's Robertson in his second inning of relief. He retired the Mets in order. And here's the late Jerry Grody now. If I can remember, I'll do it, Demos. Robertson. Here's the pitch to Grody. 5-12 right-handed, grounds to third X. Oh, he's incognito? Whoa. I'm going to have to check that out. That's a shame. That's 5-12 right-handed. I hope he's okay. Coco 427 on the ground ball, 5-12 ground ball right-handed. Let's see if Coco can get to that. I'll have to check that out, yeah. It's a 4. Oh, that's... That is a re-roll. Oh, Lord. Shit. Coco 427, 10-4, G3. E27, 345, 367, I'm sorry. E27, and he's gonna throw him out. That's it. We're gonna look at that. Isn't that, oh, so he's still active on Facebook, okay. Well, was it your birthday? Oh, Demos, I'm so sorry that I missed that. I didn't know it was your birthday. We're looking at an E27 with a 367. I got my blow up here. We don't take any chances. E27, yes, it's out. And that will retire the side. I mean, that'll be one out. No, I'm not distracted, folks. Replay Gamer. Let's take a look on his channel here. See what is going on with him. Here's the Replay Gamer now. Oh yeah? Well, you can't blame your cat. That's 11 months ago. That's for you. That's videos 2 months. That's tabletop talk. He does a lot of them. Wow. Whoa. He did one with Sportsman Z. He does a whole shitload of them. That's a great little, look at this playlist of tabletop talk he's done. Holy cow. Let's see what he's got live. Nothing live for a year. Well, I'm gonna go. Get in touch with him and see if he can do something like that. It's one out. Here's Al Weiss. I think of Janet Weiss from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He does live. I know. He rarely does live anymore. I know. Janet Weiss. Okay, here's Robertson. The pitch to Weiss. That's going to be 6-5 right-handed. Grounds to short X. That's Wine, a 344. That's 4-9. Maybe he's got a life, you know what I mean? That's gonna be a 5-3 G3. Maybe he's got a frickin' life, you know? That's 5-9 13. E44. And he boots it. Whoa, a G3 E1. And that'll be an error charged to Wine. First error of the ball game. And here's Seaver now. Weiss on first. 1 to 15, 1 to 17, 1 to 15 with a lead. Being held. Let's see if he can get the lead. 6, he does get the lead. He's got to go now. Demos, you let me know how I'm doing on this. It's going to be a 1 to 15 with the lead. with Robertson's quotient 1 to 17 being held 1 to 15. And there he goes. And he's safe. Weiss has stolen second. Whoa, isn't that sweet? Weiss got a good jump on that. and here comes Seaver now. Weiss in scoring position. Not that that was needed. It's a 4-0 freaking ball game. Here's Robertson now. Pitch to Seaver. That's going to be 6-7 right-handed. Grounder to second. That's for Sutherland. 326. .326, 5-3. That's going to be a G3 pound. No one being held there. 6, 11, 14. E26, 14. It's going to be a G3 with a runner on second. And we go right here. Hit to second. The runner will advance. So that's 2 outs. Weiss goes to third. Janet Weiss. Everybody remember her? Everybody remember Janet Weiss. Weiss on third here with 2 outs. Robertson trying to get out of this. He'll face Garrett. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Pops knows who we're talking about. Okay, Weiss on third with 2 down. Here's Robertson facing Garrett. And the pitch. That's 4-8, left-handed. Walked him. His first enduring would be the next inning. So nothing to worry about with that. First and third, 2 outs. Here's AG now. And the pitch to Robertson. That's 3-8, right-handed, fly ball center. And Klein under it. And he makes the catch. The side is retired. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th, folks. Seaver with the shutout. Seaver with the shutout. And it will be Fairley, Jones, and LeBoy. Here's Fairley now. Seaver. 6 hits allowed, all singles. He's walked 2, struck out 2. Going for the shutout. His would be his 16th win of the season. Here's Seaver, the windup and the pitch to Fairley. And that's 4-9, left-handed, walked him. This is Seaver's second endurance inning. There's no action in the Mets bullpen. How do you like that? Fairly walks. And here's Big Mac Jones. Let's get a little more coffee here to finish this off for Big Mac Jones. Whoa. Jones steps into the batter's box. Okay, here's Seaver now from the stretch. The pitch to Jones. 2-10 ballpark blast. Left-hander in Jerry. Whoa, and it's caught by Swoboda. Oh, what a pretty catch. He was running for it. Let's look at that again. It was 2-10 right-handed ballpark blast by Big Mac Jones. He's a left-handed. And it's in Jerry. That was an 11 on the 20 die. And we go right across here, 1-9 gone, caught by Swoboda. A running catch, and Fairley will hold. He threw that in quickly, too. Here's Coco now. A long out. Probably to save the shutout. That would have been extra bases. Okay, here's Coco now. Coco 1 for 3. Seaver. The pitch to Coco now. That's going to be a 4-7 right-handed. And that is a double down the line. Oh, my. Fairley, rounding third. He's a 1-11, and because they're down by 4, he'll hold. Oh, Lord. It was a 4. Let's look at this again. 4-7, double 1-4, clean. No asteroids. That's going to be to center AG 1-3. And with no one being held coming home, it doesn't apply. Well, he is a 1. You add 1, so he'd be a 1-9, and you bet your ass he'll hold. Down by 4. And here's Bobby Wine. Here's Bateman. They may have a hitter for Bateman. Look at this. And there is action, a 209 hitter. There is action in the Mets bullpen. And they got 2 working here. Just for all of you. Tug, a left-hander, and Ron Taylor, the right-hander. They got them both, just in case. And there's going to be a hitter here for Bateman. Bateman is due up. There's going to be a freaking hitter. Let's see who it's going to be. It's going to be Bob Bailey. Whoa, Bailey with power. Right-hander. Brand would come in to catch if needed. If they tie up the game and take it to extras and don't win it. And here's Big Bob Bailey. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey, is the rallying cry here in Montreal. Bailey steps in. He's a right-handed hitter now. Seaver trying to get out of this. They're not. They're going to keep the infield back. It's 1 out. Here's Seaver now. The pitch to Bailey. That's 4-4 right-handed. Catcher X. That's for the late Grody. Whoa, a 4-4. That could be a something. Shit. Grody, a 2-4. One of the best in the business. 2-4-10-2. It might be a pass ball. Oh my. It's a PF. E4. 2-4-5 rare play. Oh my. It's going to be a PF rare play. The batter swings and misses the pitch, but he's awarded first base when the umpire calls catches interference. Base runners advance only if forced. Oh my. And now that'll be bases loaded. And I don't know how we score that. It's catcher's interference. That's the first time that's happened. I'll just do it like that. Whoa. Whoa. That is one wacky system. That's PF rare play. Look at that again if you want. Batter swings, misses, and he's awarded first base when the umpire calls a guess the catcher's interference. I don't know how he did that. Base runners advance only if forced. So it's bases loaded now. And Wine is due up. He is the tying run, and there's going to be a hitter for Wine. There's going to be a freaking hitter for Wine, a 200 hitter. Seaver still with endurance, hanging. Lord. They don't have much of anybody. Oh my God, they have no freaking nobody. In fact, Wine is about the best hitter. I'm going to go look in my trove here, folks. You know, I keep it going here. See if I got any call-ups who might come up. Maybe a left-handed hitter who's got a good card. I don't think so, though. Let me see here. I got Don Hahn. He's got nothing. He's as bad as can be. Leo Martinet is a pitcher. And Karl Martin, and that's it. So we have what we have, and therefore we're going to make do with what we have. Catches in here may be Joe Horland notes an E2. An error, an E2. Well, but I think I scored it right, didn't I? Meaning it says he'll take first base and runners only advance if forced. So it's bases loaded. You follow what I'm saying? So I don't think it's an error. I'll look it up. And I did not know how to score that. It is an error. Okay. If the interference call interesting, because the batter doesn't get a plate appearance. Yeah. He made contact with the batter. It's considered a delayed dead ball situation, much like a balk. But it is an error. It is considered an error. So we're going to put that down. It's an E, a C, E. We'll just keep it like that, though. But the big question is who's going to come in to hit here? Wine is a right-handed hitter. They've used most of anybody they have. You see, don't forget this team. Look at this, John Bacabella, 105. Don Bosch, switch hitter, 179. Not much power. Remy Hermoso, 162. Kevin Collins, 213 with 3 home runs, left-handed hitter, and he pinch hit in real world in this game. The only alternative would be Adolfo Phillips, who is a right-handed hitter. So we're going to go with Kevin Collins, who pinch hit in real world. We're going to go with Kevin here. Problem is that we don't have a shortstop. Let me see if, Sutherland can move to short and Collins would go to second. That's what would happen. So Kevin Collins is coming up. He pinch hit in this game in real world. He is a left-handed hitter. He would go to second base. And we would have Sutherland go to short. We'll deal with that later. Here we go now, Seaver. Bases loaded. Only 1 out. Lord. And the infield is back. Bases loaded, only 1 out. My goodness. Here's Seaver. They're going to let him hit. He's 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. You could bring McGraw in, left-hander, and knock everything out of the... But we're going to let him throw. Here's the pitch to Collins. That's going to be 2-9, and he struck him out. That is the 3rd for Seaver today. And now there will be a hitter for Robertson. Oh, my. Four nothing Mets. Seaver. 1 hitter walk away from fatigue. Bases full. 2 down now. The tying run will come to the plate. Let's see who it's going to be now. It's going to be Adolfo. Adolfo has power. I'll tell you, he can knock it. He could tie this game with 1 bad pitch. They're going to keep Seaver in. Look at that. Well, he's got end power. He doesn't have much on his own card, though. So, we'll see. Seaver is ready. Full windup by Seaver, and trying to save the shutout, too. The pitch to Phillips. That's going to be 6-4 right-handed. Fly ball center, AG. Trying to get under that. He is a 1-6. Shouldn't be a problem here. Looks like a fairly routine ball. He's going to get to it no matter what, as you see under the 1. That's a 2-1 F2. He gets to it. Let's make sure he can hold on to that. E6, squeeze it, baby. Squeeze it. E6, 5, 6, 7, 11 on an E6. And he makes the catch. And the Mets win it. Of course, AG makes the catch. And the ball game is over. A little scared there in the ninth as the Expos tried to get pesky, but it didn't work. The final score, New York Mets 4, Montreal Expos nothing. A great performance by Seaver. And boy, was he poised in the ninth in that bases loaded situation. It's the 16th win for Seaver. He went all the frickin' way. 9 innings. 7 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3, and allowed 0 runs. A shutout for Seaver. The loss goes to Stoneman. The final line in this ball game, New York Mets 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Montreal Expos no runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Art Shamsky, the star of the ball game, along with, it's up to you. Shamsky knocked in all 4 runs with 2 home runs, a solo blast in the first, a 3-run blast in the 5th. Demos, you are right, Tom, indeed, was terrific. You could have second-guessed Hodges there. You have a nice afternoon, Kathy. You could have said, they should have brought in McGraw, the left-hander, to face Collins, but no. They stayed with Seaver, and Collins, the left-hander, was struck out by Seaver. We're going to put this one eventually in the books. I had skipped a game. I want to let you know that. I usually go in order on Baseball Reference. And on the 18th, really what was due up was California at Minnesota, but I went ahead and I skipped it. So that would be my next game if I'm up to it. I don't know if I'm able to do it because I got some things I have to do this afternoon, so it would definitely be in the morning or the evening, tonight or tomorrow morning. It'll be Andrew Messersmith for the Angels and Tom Hall for Minnesota. On behalf of the Strat-O-Matic network here, Jeffrey Guterman, saying to everybody out there, please stay strong, stay well, and I will catch you all next time.